All right, welcome back to the Brown Balls podcast. We are back in action Thursday night. How you doing, man?
Good, bro. NFL draft, bro.
NFL draft day. That's right. So let's get into that first because we have a lot of NBA playoffs to go into. But today, the biggest thing is NFL draft
Yeah.
and surprises for you so far.
Ooh.
Again, as you know, I don't follow college football as closely as
Yeah.
you do. So the only thing that I've noticed and stuck out to me is that Shedeur Sanders is nowhere to be found in the first round so far. That's probably the biggest surprise. I think that some people had him drop quite significantly over the last couple of days, maybe because of his attitude, and that's what I've read. But
Yep.
Travis Hunter being number 2, he was drafted at cornerback, which is pretty interesting because I think he wants to be a wide receiver and cornerback. But they tried to have cornerback. So that's the only two things that stood out to me. What about you, man? What was some surprise for you?
Few things. One is Sanders, obviously dropping. Like right when the college football season ended, he was actually talked about being like the top QB being drafted over Cam Ward, obviously.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you remember during NFL end of the season, they were jockeying for who's going to draft Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're trying to get the worst pick and see. Like, I remember this one game where Raiders, if they would have lost, they would have stayed at 3rd. But if they won, they drop all the way to 7th. They're like, oh my God, they won Sanders because, Tom Brady's there and, like, they want to get a QB, they can build around and stuff like that, right? There's so much hype around Sanders, right? And in the last 24 to 48 hours, the reports came out, man. Like, he's very entitled attitude issue. And he kind of turned a lot of teams away. One of the most respected assistant coach out there said that he had the worst interview ever in NFL.
Yeah,
combine draft, which is insane. And how do you mess up on an interview? Like, how do you not be professional and go about your ways and being? I mean, especially your dad's from NFL. I mean, and he's not. And Deion Sanders is not a no name. Deion Sanders made a mark. He's actually Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter because Deion Sanders is a player, first player ever to do defense and offense. So I don't understand how his dad wasn't able to help him or prepare him, humble him a little. I understand that he had a lot of accolades going and sponsorship and everything, but I really didn't think he will drop to 2nd round, and it's looking like he's dropping to 2nd round. I'm surprised.
Up now, they're not going to draft him for sure. So.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. Jackson Dart, who's not even New York, who's not even anyone's draft board in the 1st round. He kind of came up out of nowhere. And actually, if you don't believe me, surprises. And who actually had a really good draft is the Giants. The Giants actually did well for themselves.
Yeah.
They could have went for Sanders, like a big name, and like go get him. They had the 3rd pick, I think, right? They could have went and but they actually got an edge rush, Abdul Carter for defense, right? Which is great.
Yeah.
That's what they need. And then they didn't really panic and they waited. And my Rams, actually, I really felt this. If Giants didn't come in at the very last second, I think the Rams would have drafted Dart. They wanted. Rams won. They won a QB to sit behind Matthew Stafford for a year or two. And Matthew Stafford, realistically, as a Rams fan, man, he only has 1 or 2 more years left. He's done after that. He's done after that, basically, And so I think Rams would have got him. My another big takeaway, man, is what Green Bay did. So they actually did a good job. They finally listened to their QB. What he wanted, right? He wanted a receiver. So they actually got a position player. They actually got a receiver. Finally. Yeah. And last time they drafted a receiver was back in 2002. I don't understand why they couldn't do this earlier when they had Rodgers in his prime. Rodgers, I believe, he's still a better QB than Jordan Love was in Green Bay. And so I'm surprised they didn't give Rodgers what he wanted when he was with Green Bay.
Didn't he have the best QB, wide receiver in the league at the time? Devontae Adams?
Well, Devontae Adams, I mean, he came about, right? He wasn't a 1st-round pick. He wasn't like...
Yeah, but,
who was
a 1st round that
exactly. They they put him in his farm system and they developed him pretty well, right? Which is great. But I remember there was times where I think Rodgers wanted Randy Moss before Patriots got him, and I remember that time and they couldn't even give him that. So I think Green Bay did a great job. Another thing, one last thing that stuck out to me the most, the first round is more defensive heavy.
Yeah,
defense heavy side. There was I want to say there's only about 5 to 6 out of the 32 picks, like 5 or 6, which were offensive side. There was only one running back that got drafted, which is Ashton Gentry, and then there's 2 QBs, Cam Ward and Jackson Dart, who got, and the receiver was from Green Bay and also the Jaguars, who got McMillan. Arizona, yeah. And then there's one or two tight ends got drafted. So that stuck out to me, man. Chicago got their tight end. But mostly, man, it was just defensive side, man. A lot of cornerbacks, a lot of this. I mean, Chargers got a running back, which they needed. They got a Omari Hampton. They needed a running back, so they got a running back. So I mean, overall, man, it's more defense than anything else. So that's the last thing that I can take away from, man. Like, I was kind of shocked that it was more defense.
I don't think it was very much like even Cam Ward. I don't think. I mean, they say he has star potential, but like I don't know if he's really going to be that guy. I guess they compare him most to Jordan Love, which is not a good sign, honestly. Maybe that's probably why there weren't so many. I think Sanders' thing is probably going to be the biggest controversy out of all of it, because again, like from what I was listening to ESPN, everyone's like, oh yeah, top 3 quarterback should go in front of Cam Ward, or Cam Ward should go first, and they were like back and forth. And then they had Travis Hunter going 7th maybe to the Jets and blah blah, and now you have Travis Hunter moving up to 2nd spot. The Raiders, I think they probably would have drafted Shedeur Sanders if J.T. wasn't available, but because J.T. was still available at running back, they need a running back. They took him instead. So, and then I think there was a rumor that Pittsburgh might take him, but Pittsburgh didn't even take any QB.
Pittsburgh was going to get him at one point. Yeah, man, I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, they need somebody if they don't get Rodgers, but they didn't take him either. So let's stay on the Sanders thing, because this is probably the most interesting thing out of all of it, right? And you mentioned earlier, like, why didn't his dad prepare him for the league or prepare him for these kinds of things? And I want to say, like, it's kind of like LeVar Ball, right? Like, to a certain point, like, Deion Sanders also overhyped his son a little too much, gave him a little too much confidence that, like, bro, you're the best, you're gonna make a difference, and like, oh, you should only like interview with certain teams. Remember how Cedric Sanders didn't want to interview some team because he's like, I'm not interested in playing with you. I'm not going to interview you at all. Like, I think he also kind of ruined it for him too, because he has this big head, like, oh, I'm like the best QB in the draft, and like I can pick where I'm going to go, and that's not the case. And especially with like scouts and assistant coaches, like, they want to know if you're coachable, right? Like, it's one thing to be a good player, but I think right now what they're seeing, especially with all the divas that are coming up, like Metcalf or Pickens or Antonio Brown, like, great, you have so much potential, but can you be coached? And I think that's what is turning off a lot of people. Like, if you have someone who is going to have the arrogance about him, no one wants that. Especially, I don't see Pete Carroll wanting that. Especially after what he went through with, Russell in Seattle. Why would he want that? So that's my thing. I to some point, I think Deion Sanders also kind of ruined it for him too.
And you know what, man? This is a really good humble pie to get drafted in the 2nd round. That means whatever team he goes to, he will be ready to go. But kind of looking into the future, day 2, which is 2nd round. I think day 2 is 2nd and 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it could be just 2nd round. I don't know.
By Cleveland, right? Cleveland probably.
So Cleveland actually has 2 of the top 5 picks in the 2nd round going into it. They have the 1st pick in the 2nd round and also the 4th pick in the 2nd round, right?
Yeah.
And in between sandwich is Texans, who don't need a QB, and Titans, who just drafted Cam Ward. I mean, don't get me wrong, there could be a team out there that can move up, obviously, right after Cleveland. For Houston's pick, that someone can trade up. But I do feel that Sanders is going to end up with if I have to guess, he's not going to slide beyond the Raiders, which is number 5th pick, number 37th in the 2nd round. So I do feel he's either going to go to Cleveland, or a team's going to move up and draft him, or he's going to end up with the Raiders. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to be early. He's going to draft early.
Yeah, I think if he gets past the Raiders, it's gonna be a steep fall, like really steep fall for him.
That means,
I don't see
yeah,
Chicago needing it. Saints don't need it. The Jets don't need it. Like it's gonna be a huge drop until God, I don't even know who would draft him. Yeah, pretty
Rams.
much the rest of it
Maybe
is
Rams will take a
all.
chance on him. Rams are right
I
there.
don't think I don't know if McVay wants the headache, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be a steep fall if he doesn't get drafted by the Raiders in the second round. It could be pretty bad for him. So see what happens.
Crazy,
Dude.
man. So, but yeah,
It is
man, a lot of
crazy.
defensive heavy, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
they're just showing standards right now on ESPN. 3% chance he'd be available in the second round. Wow, man.
3% chance.
So there's a 3% chance that he would end up in second round, and like he's there in second round, man. That's crazy. Wow.
All right. Well, that's the draft for you. So which team do you think overall so far it's the biggest win? Do you think the Giants have the biggest win? Yeah.
Giants got what they wanted and what they needed. They addressed a lot of they addressed the major needs they need. They needed a QB, right? They got Jackson Dart, who's actually looks like he has potential. He played really well in Ole Miss, he played really well. They got a traditional, QB who can throw, who can actually sometimes run, if he wants to, but it's a good QB. And they also got Abdul, I think, who's the best defensive player available.
Yeah.
And so I think Giants actually did good, man. So, and they had to, because that division is not easy, man. They got the Eagles, the Cowboys, they got Giants, and
does it make them competitive? Like which team in here would you say had the biggest, like not just as far as drafting the right player, but like that can make impact first season? This team's gonna turn around. Which team would you say would that be?
Oh man, you gotta laugh at me, man. But Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah, the receiver is gonna actually have an impact, man. He's gonna go in and I think he's gonna. I think they did their homework right, man. To be honest with you,
I disagree.
You don't. Who do you think?
The reason, okay, let me tell you why I disagree with that. It's not because of the wide receiver. It's because of the quarterback.
No, I agree with you.
Right, the quarterback himself is questionable.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The wide receiver, they have a talented wide receiver. They have the young talented, but they have a talented Christian Watson. All of them they're very talented.
Been injury prone, man. That's the thing. He hasn't been healthy, And
no, that's true.
That's the reason I don't trust.
But same thing with Jordan Love. He's made some really bad mistakes. So you can have the whole line with Aaron Rodgers. At least you knew he wouldn't make that costly mistakes, picks it up. You wouldn't do all that kind of stuff, right? So that's the only thing with Green Bay is can they get Jordan Love right? Because if they can get him right, then yes, any wide receiver is great for them. Honestly,
yeah. Who do you think, man? Who do you think is
honestly,
gonna have
for
a major
me,
impact?
I think. And you might laugh at this. The biggest jump here for me is the Chicago Bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they got a legit tight end.
But Cole Kmet, what's the name? The tight end they have, he's not bad, man.
Yeah, I know, but this guy is this Colston Oven. I heard about him. They're really high on him. He's a good route runner. He's very athletic, right? And they just bumped up like crazy their defense. Their O-line is significantly better this year. You put a tight end who can also block and run. This is the biggest if. Just like with Jordan Love, if Caleb Williams can turn it around, this is going to be the biggest jump because, especially with that division, we talked about during the game, like the Lions are okay now, right? They may not be that great. Vikings will probably have a drop off. Green Bay may get better. But I think the biggest chance here is for the Bears to make that big trade. I'm not saying they're going to be the best in their division, but they will be competitive. At least the top two, maybe.
Another player that stuck out to me that's going to have an impact right away, man, is Travis Hunter. I want to see how much just Jackson will let him play cornerback and receiver.
Nah, you think for the first season they probably will let him do one. Right?
I don't think so.
Hey man, get ready, get used to the NFL. Know what it's like. Know how physical it is. If you can handle both, then do both. It's like Otani and pitching and hitting.
I think he'll play some plays as cornerback.
Some plays maybe. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'll tell you right now.
I don't think
they will put him in when they're at the goal line, like 20 yards and below. to put him in.
Mm-mm.
Because so you know how chance to get injured, right? Because he
Yeah.
not too much ground to cover. Because if you play him in the
Kind of
beginning,
like what Belichick used to do with Edelman.
Edelman, yeah,
Right, Edelman used to play some cornerback snaps,
yeah.
and then he would play. Then he would play right
Yeah.
receiver. Yeah, I agree. But dude, Jacksonville, like I don't know, man. They've had such good talented receivers in the past, and they ruined them.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Right. But that. You're right, though. I mean, that is a big pickup for them. And if they were smart, they would probably let him just be cornerback and then sprinkle in some wide receiver, but not give him full time duty. Like the kid's talented, but it'll be a welcome to NFL thing when he gets hit in the mouth by some grown ass men. Holy shit, dude! Like,
It's
okay,
funny,
this I
right?
cannot do both.
It's funny because I was watching the draft with my wife, right? And she asked me, she's
Yeah.
like, "Are they coming from high school? Are they getting drafted from the high school?" I'm like, "Look, dude, if NFL let them go into, and I mean, if NFL allowed them to go straight from high school, there'll be a lot of murders, like kills, because
Yeah.
NFL is a grown man sport. You can't put
Oh,
an
yeah, for
18-year-old
sure.
in there. They'll die. They'll literally
No.
die on the field. It's
Yeah.
a gladiator straight up, man. So I told
Yeah.
her, I'm like, no, you got to play at least minimum 3 years, you know? She's like, damn, you'll play 3
Yeah.
years in college? I'm like, yeah, because you got to get your legs under you, and you gotta
Yeah.
have your young man legs ready to go, because
Yeah.
you can't go in as a kid. You'll get murdered.
Yeah,
Like, there'll be a
people
lot
are
of crime
bigger
in this
than
shit,
you. They're
dude.
faster than you. They're faster than all your opponents you were
Look at the
faced.
hits, man. They won't
They're
survive the
so
hits.
much stronger.
18-year-old getting tackled by like a 28-year-old, like, dude, you
Yeah.
imagine Michael Parsons coming at you.
Right. Exactly. Or like an Aaron Donald when he was playing. Like imagine Aaron Donald coming down the field. You're like, oh my god, dude. Like
Exactly. Or
please. Get me
Jalen,
out of this.
what's his name? From Eagles, Jalen. What's his name? The difference.
Jalen Hurts.
No, not Hurts.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. Imagine
Yeah.
him coming at you, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Or like you have to guard like Saquon Barkley. The dude's gonna jump over you like that. Dude, no.
There's no way. So
Grown
I'm like,
ass
no.
man, dude.
So she didn't know. She's like, I was straight from
That's true.
came from
Very
high school.
true.
No. And they said, oh, so how many years you gotta play? I'm like, 3 years. She's like, really, 3 years? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a grown man sport, man.
I wish NBA would do the same.
They should. They go back to give minimum be there for 2 years. I think NBA should change that rule and not one and done. At least 2 years.
Yeah,
that's what I think, man.
All right, let's get into some NBA playoff basketball, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So we were at the game, the Lakers game. They needed us after that brutal game 1 loss we had. Game 2 was absolutely amazing.
Like
it was awesome, dude. We had the best seats in the house, honestly. We had box thanks to the other brown ball on the podcast. He hooked up with some freaking amazing seats for celebrating our buddy's 40th birthday. Could not have gone better, man. That was so awesome.
It was great, man. It was great, right? I mean, so but game 2, man, a lot of Lakers fans were stressed, tense. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was ready to lose. I wasn't. Like I said, I made that comment, right? If Lakers would have went down 0-3, I still have.
Yeah, you're delusional.
No, man. Minnesota is more like that if you think about it. Minnesota's such a, what do you call, like up and down team, right?
Right.
They're the same team last year that literally beat Denver twice in Denver, and then came back to their house. They only had to get 1 game in Minnesota. They ended up giving 2 games back to Denver. Ended up going game 7, right? So Minnesota's very up and down, man. So and as you can tell, man, like people were like jumping off the building after game 1, right? And they said that, like they shot 21 of like 47. No, sorry. 20.
They had the franchise
crazy ass.
They
shot 52% from 3-pointers, right?
Yeah.
And half of them came from freaking what's his name? The forward and McDaniels. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his name, I think. And they came from him, right? And so, but look, I why are you laughing?
No, go ahead. No, finish it up.
Tell me. No.
No, I remember. Do you watch the 5 a.m. podcast with Jeff Teague and his buddies?
No, I don't.
Okay, so he made this prediction, right? Because Lakers lost game 1. This is the day before the game. He said Lakers will win game 2. Why? Because all the players who shot 3-pointers really well that night are going to be in foul trouble. Nas will be in foul trouble. They're all because that's the one thing that refs can control. That's what he's saying. That refs can control the fouls and take him out of the game. And when I remember we watched the game, they took him out of the game.
Yeah,
Right?
Nazi was
Nazi could
eligible.
not play a single lick of basketball.
He
Right?
couldn't get into rhythm.
Neither could that other guy. I forgot his name
McDaniels.
already.
Or what's it?
I mean, the kid from New York that he just traded for, one of the
Oh
Villanova
yeah,
guys.
yeah, Divincenzo.
Yeah, him. He was in foul trouble the whole game. They could never get into it. So he just kind of said like, "Oh," and so when the next day after the game happened, he's all like, "I told y'all, the Lakers will win game 2 because NBA wants Lakers to win, and there's one way refs can do it." I'm not saying that's the case because we saw how physical the Lakers defense was, and the intensity was significantly higher. And what I loved about when we and you actually called it out the day when we were watching the game. You're like, JJ Redick, that one play was so pissed off. And he's like yelling at everybody, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" Like so loud, right? We could hear it from where we were, and like that's the intensity Lakers needed. So our defense had significantly gotten better, and that was the one thing I told you I'm very shaky about with Lakers. Our defense is not good. And we showed up game 2. My only thing is, right, I'm not like you where we can be down 0-3 and we'll still win the series. My only thing is, can we get home court control back? Because we're not a good road team at all. We weren't in the regular season. So can we get, can we go into Timberwolves? Can we get game 3? I think game 3 is the most important for us. We get that, we're okay. We'll be fine. Lakers in 5. But we don't get game 3, I will be very nervous.
Even if we don't get game 3, dude, I don't think Lakers are gonna go do it in 5. I think it's still gonna go to 6 or 7. To be honest with you, I hate saying as a Laker fan, it's still gonna go to 6. Even if we get game 3, I still feel it's gonna go to 6 or 7. To be honest with you,
but this series is very close. Want it to be done early though, like with LeBron's health.
You know, to be honest with you, man. Okay,
he looks really not okay out there.
No, I know. I was thinking, right, when Lakers clinched it on a Friday. And they weren't going to play again until their first playoff game, which was a Saturday. So they technically got like about an 8-day rest. I was jumping off and be like, yeah, we know we're going to get 8 days rest. We freaking shitted our pants game 1. Nobody was ready to play. Like, they're all rusty. Like the mentality of playoff game was not there for them, right? Even JJ Redick said, what's the difference from game 1 to game 2? Playoffs. They finally realized it's playoffs. All the players echo the same thing. It wasn't a regular season game. It was a playoff game. You know? So what I'm trying to say is that I don't, forget the rest, man. And, I listen to 710 ESPN a lot. And one thing, Michael Thompson, right? The great Laker who won 2 championships with Showtime, father of Klay Thompson. He said something very smart, right? Because he played in NBA. And he asked them, do you worry about putting too many minutes on, like, Luka and LeBron and wear and tear on them during the playoffs? And he's like, look, if you need to play LeBron 48 minutes, go ahead and play him. Because playoffs, there is no back-to-backs. There is no back-to-backs.
There isn't, but dude.
But the thing is, there's so, and especially in the first round, he's like, especially in the first round, they're gonna get their legs ready to go for second round because the thing is there's so much rest. So to answer your question, I don't want Lakers to eliminate Minnesota in 5. If they could do it, that's great. 5 games, that's great. But I don't feel because look, the West from 3 through 8 was very close.
Right.
It was decided by 1 game, man. Like Minnesota was one game out from 3rd place.
Technically, every team from 3 to 8 could be a 3rd place team.
So exactly. So they're all even, basically, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not like OKC and Memphis where there's a big differential between talent wise, or whatever, right? So that's what I'm saying. Minnesota's a good team. They went to the Western Conference Finals of previous year, and they only lost 1 player, Karl Anthony Towns. Everybody else remains the same, and they got Julius Randle on this team. That's the same. They have the same team, same chemistry going on. So I'm not surprised that they're playing well. I'm not surprised that they're giving Lakers a hard time. I mean, it's not shocking me. And for this series to go to 6 or 7, it's not going to surprise me either. I'll be honest with you, even if we win game 3 and 4 in Minnesota, I guarantee you Lakers will still go to game 6 and 7 because they'll give their home court back. You know what I'm saying? So this series is going to go back and forth, man. And the thing is this, man, Edwards is incredible. And finally Lakers. Okay, let me ask you a question, Tapas. You answer this. What's sustainable? Minnesota shooting like that, what's his name, Reed, or whatever his name is, and McDaniels shooting out of their minds like that, or Lakers defense showing up again, which is more sustainable, which is going to show up more.
Judging, you're not gonna answer. Judging by
oh my god,
the statistics, who the top 5 3-point shooting team in the league was this year, and how poor our defense was.
Do you think they're gonna shoot 21 of 42?
They won't shoot the same amount, but they're not gonna shoot as bad as they shot in game 2, and there won't be as much foul trouble.
Look, I agree with you.
Right? So you eliminate the foul trouble that they were having.
They're not gonna shoot 52% they did in the game 1, right? They will shoot about like 38 to 41%, right? That's even. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
If you do that, the game is close game 1. If you take out so instead of 21 out of 42 threes or whatever, or 47, instead of 21 threes, if they would have only made 16 threes, this is the ball game in game 1.
Yeah, but they would have still won game 1, right? But if you do the same logic with game 2, if they shot the same 30%, they would have won game 2.
Yeah, agree.
So we would be down 0-2 then. So that's my only thing. Just because how our defense has not been consistent and how consistent good of a 3-point team they have been. Again, Anthony Edwards led the league in 3-point shots. Like, that's more likely to happen again than Lakers consistently doing it. I'm not saying they can't do it in spurts. They can probably have a good lockdown moment a few times in the game for sure. But as how hard they played in game 2, I don't know, man. And especially when we lost the edge in the second half, you saw it too, right? Everyone kind of got nervous. We're like, oh my god, they're catching up there by 9. And my biggest thing again, I don't like how LeBron looks right now. He doesn't look that good, dude.
It's gonna take him at least a couple of games to get his leg back and get under. He had rest, man. He's 41-year-old LeBron James.
But no, don't play the age card with me now. Like you say he's a top 5 player in the league. Don't be like, oh, come on, man, he's old now. No. He's a top 5 player in the league. So don't give me that excuse about he's old. Give him some chance.
I'm telling you,
if we lose this series, hypothetically, if we lose this series, are you gonna be like, yo, bro?
No,
LeBron, man, he's 41. You can expect that from him, right?
No. But I'll tell you right now, LeBron will play better and better as series goes deeper. I'll be honest with you.
I hope so, man.
He'll play. I'll tell you right now, he'll play better. LeBron will be his own self in game 4 and 5 than 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, because I think a lot of what happened, especially in what we watched, was like, yo, they're catching up. Luka, come on, man, do something for us, please. And then Luka comes in and hits a 3-pointer or easy layup, whatever, or ISO Rudy Gobert, whatever, right? And that was the play. But like, there was a lot of that. Like, oh my god, they're catching up. Luka, please help us. Because LeBron he missed wide open dunks or wide open layups. He airballed a 3-pointer. Like, just didn't look fresh. And that's my only thing. I rather us just finish off teams so he can get his rest, and then he'll be ready for the next game versus us dragging on 7 games with this one. Then we go into Golden State potentially, and then a 6-7 game with that, and then we might face the Clippers.
Still think it's Golden State after the report came out about Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I mean, with Jimmy Butler gone, maybe not. Actually, it might be Houston Rockets. So maybe 6 games is the Rockets because they're also a young team. Like, I don't like that for us, man. Then you gotta play Boston Celtics.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. Night and day, 100 times 100. I will take Warriors and Houston over any of the matches in the second round. That's gonna be either OKC or Denver Clippers.
Sure.
So I don't care.
For sure.
I'll take that matchup. I don't care.
No, of course. No, I give you that. I mean, that's what gives me hope that we get out of the second round too. But my thing is, we just can't drag on these games with these teams, especially now against like the Warriors, if it is the Warriors, or the Rockets, because they're also a fast running gun team. Like, we just can't keep up with that kind of pace for 6-7 games consistently.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna face. I mean, the Clippers are looking freaking good, man. They're beating the hell out of the Nuggets right now.
You see that shit? That's crazy, dude.
It's like Clippers are good. OKC just made a comeback, even though they were down by like 20 points. They're down by 3 now.
Went out, man. That was tough.
Yeah,
that was tough.
That was tough. Likely too,
One last thing on the Lakers to close it out with Lakers and Minnesota. One last thing is that, man, I really feel that their offense needs to change a little. I'm talking about Lakers. I hate this matchup. Don't get me wrong. I love when Gobert's on Luka, but I hate it. They're doing it way too much. Our offense is getting snagged. They're not moving, man.
Yeah.
It's becoming very like everyone watching Luka and fucking Gobert, and that's it. No one's moving the goddamn, cutting or screen, whatever. I hate that offense, dude.
Yeah.
They literally game 2, they kept on doing that. Like I was like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Once in a while, it's fine.
And that's why the Wolves came back. Is because we did that, and it didn't convert, and then it would have a fast break, right?
Exactly.
So
and one other thing I do want to close it out on this is I want to get your opinion. Is that if you are a Wolves fan, game 2, like when it was over, when Anthony Edwards got interviewed, right at the podium, he said something that really came to my attention. Wow. That JJ Redick is actually doing his homework. He actually said that they asked him what was different from game 1 to game 2. He's like the defensive scheme they did. It's like they kind of played a zone on me.
Oh yeah,
but not all the way.
Right,
and it was confusing.
Like he had the ball.
It was confusing. Yeah. When you're a star player and he says that the defense was confusing.
Yeah,
that's a great job by JJ Redick. Though.
Yeah, I think one of the analysts on ESPN said it too. Like we only ran the zone when Anthony Edwards had the ball at the top of the key. Then we go into zone.
Right.
If anybody else has it, man to man. But and he has it zone.
Right.
So and that's why it was really confusing for him probably. And we noticed that too. We were like, oh, they're running a lot of zone today. It's weird. But yeah, that was one of the things.
I was like really happy.
That was good.
When he said that, like their defense confused me a little, and they played some zone on me like that. Like it was just on him only. It wasn't on the whole team.
Yeah.
It was like
just him.
It was like a second guy was coming like flashing and kind of getting him all confused. Right. It was great. So I can't wait till game 3, which is tomorrow. I want a prediction from you. What do you think is gonna happen? And how you think
my thing is, and I really do hope this. I hope the Lakers win. I really want the Lakers to win.
Okay. I have Wolves.
It's
I have
gonna be a close game though.
I have Wolves winning tomorrow.
Yeah, Wolves winning. So we go down 2-1. I don't know. I don't like that, man.
I don't like the fact that we all rest. I'll be honest with you. We had a long rest. We played on Tuesday, and now we're playing all the way on Friday.
No, the rest isn't gonna be an issue. Honestly, the rest is probably good.
I don't think so, man.
Just because we had the bad game 1 doesn't mean that rest of us.
Okay, you saw up and close. Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
How bad is he playing offensively? His shooting is not even there. Like it's horrible. The rhythm is not there. I hate this stupid ass rest. I hate this. They have like
it's
2 days
also
rest.
The offensive scheme because it's a lot of the ISO because when Luka wasn't going one
he's
against,
not hitting his threes though, man.
Gobert, it was him.
But he's not even hitting his threes. Like he had open threes. We saw that too.
He had a really shaky first quarter. We saw. I think he had like 3 straight misses.
My
like,
gosh,
weird.
That's not Austin Reeves, man. To be honest with you, like I'm just like, God dang it, they're like, what the hell's going on? So, but yeah, man. Moving on. Clippers and Denver game right now going on, man.
Yeah.
That
so
one
right now, as we sit here right now, the score is 94-74. This is in LA.
Yes.
Clippers are absolutely beating the brakes out of the Nuggets. I was watching the game a little bit early before we hopped on. It's not even close, man. The Clippers,
they blew them out, man.
They're hitting every 3-pointer. It's crazy.
Like what the hell? And did you see what they did at the wall, bro?
Oh, no, I haven't.
They give everyone a like a mask. It's not really even a mask. It's something you put over your head. It's a horse head. It's a horse head, like a horse, actual horse.
Oh my god!
Because they want to distract Jokic because Jokic is a big horse guy.
Yeah.
So it's like a horse thing. Like they put it over at the wall. Like imagine that shit, dude.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't think it's needed. Honestly, the Clippers just look way too good, dude. It's such a good balance attack on their end. They're again making every 3-pointer shot.
Let me show you.
Kawhi's playing amazing, but it's not.
So they're doing this right here.
It's hilarious.
They're giving everyone this.
Of course.
Literally at the wall.
Crazy, man. That's smart.
Oh wow, man. Honestly, man, I was disappointed this game was a blowout, man.
I think. Yeah, I still think this series goes to Game 6.
Oh yeah, I think it goes to 7.
7. Yeah, because this is. I mean, besides this game, these two teams are very, very close to each other in terms of like skill and actual playoffs, like players that they have rather.
Yeah.
They're very, very close. So it honestly could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised if Clippers win it. I wouldn't be surprised if Nuggets win. It's just that it's one of those series, like you just won't be surprised.
You know,
Like,
I was actually
makes
excited for the Houston and the Golden State game before Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler got hurt. That series was gonna be great too. But it's not.
Yeah, but without Jimmy, dude, that the offense in game 2 looked rough, man. They honestly did not know where to go. If Steph wasn't on court, they're just like, somebody, for the love of God, make a 2-pointer at least
It was
without
insane.
Jimmy. So what's the update on him? So as far as Jimmy Butler,
So they haven't ruled him out yet for Game 3, but they don't even play until Saturday, I think. But
they have time.
So they said, but it's very, 50-50 to be honest. Like unlikely that he'll play.
It's a contusion, right? Is what they said it was.
Yeah, he got it. But the X-ray came out negative, so clean. It's good to go. But again, I mean, that fall was pretty bad, man. I mean,
it was rough.
It was really bad. But with this long rest, what I think is gonna happen, if you ask me, hey, what's gonna happen? I do feel he's gonna miss Game 3, so he can get like 1 week of rest. Because they don't play another game until, I think, if I'm not wrong, they don't play until Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Okay, so if it's Saturday, then not until Tuesday.
I think it's either Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those. Yeah. So you'll get about a week rest almost, And so I think they'll let him rest on that, and kind of see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, that series is definitely interesting now. Actually, before we move on to that series, as far as Nuggets and Clippers, who do you have now? Like, do you changed your? I think you had the freeway series, so you saw
exactly. I hate both of them. I hate both of them, but I'm going for Clippers.
Yeah. The Clippers?
I'm going for Clippers.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the Nuggets coach really can grasp what he's doing.
Man,
he looks so lost half the time. I feel bad for him.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. The same thing. I'm like, yo, what is he thinking, or what is he doing?
When I ask him a question, he's just like, "We're trying. We're trying our best out there." It's like, no, dude, come on, make some adjustments. Something.
It's like, what do you mean you're trying, dude? I feel like he's not even a coach.
I know, he looks like a kid, dude.
Like what are you doing?
I mean, shots out again. It's a tough job taking full on a contender rather.
Yeah.
A week or two before the playoffs start and trying to get them ready for playoffs with a new coach. That's a freaking tough job to take on, man. So.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I don't see the Nuggets, honestly. I had the Nuggets win this series. I don't see as much. I think the Nuggets could win this series just by pure talent alone. I don't think they will, because the Clippers, if Kawhi stays healthy, that's always the biggest if. This is a lockdown, man. Clippers
it's always the biggest if for that one, man. If Kawhi stays healthy, man.
Yeah.
So who you have? So who you have? Clippers?
I get Clippers now, especially with how impressive they look in Game 3 right now. Just the Nuggets don't seem to know what to do. And I don't trust this new coach to know how to make adjustments.
I just need Nuggets to be out, bro. I'm tired of Nuggets, to be honest. Facing the Lakers every playoff, and we get eliminated, man. I mean,
oh man. All right, so other games today we had the Thunder and Grizzlies right now. It's tied 108-108.
I know, man. They came back with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Grizzlies were on a roll for a while.
Yeah, man.
And now it's already pretty close.
Hopefully Memphis pull it out, man. I mean, the fall that Ja had him, man. I mean, I thought he would come back, but I don't know, man. He didn't come out. He come back second half. It was over. It was done.
Yeah, I don't know if he comes back, dude. And then we had the Knicks winning, so now they're up 2-1. I know you actually predicted the Pistons.
I did pick the Pistons, and I'm still sticking with Pistons. I like that series a lot, man.
Yeah,
I like that series.
There's some points where I'm like, the Knicks look terrible, and sometimes you're just like, wow, they look unbeatable. It's just, you just don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly, man. I agree with you.
At least they got Cat this time. So because the last game, Carlton Towns was nowhere to be seen, and they finally got him back into the groove, and he scored 31 points today. I still think the Knicks win this. If Cat can play like this, I don't see Pistons beating them. But the Knicks are not even close to being contender
No, they're
against
not,
the
man.
Cleveland Cavaliers or the
They're
Boston Celtics.
definitely not even close to being a contender.
Yeah.
I have no faith in that.
They're so on and off.
I agree with you completely.
Other series, we got Celtics Magic. This should be a no-brainer. Celtics win despite Jason Tatum sitting out. That was crazy. Jaylen Brown had 36 points and 10 rebounds. Pretty much, yeah. We expected this. Celtics gonna easily beat them. Cavs Heat, same thing. Cavs beat them 121
that's gonna be
to
easy
112.
too, man. That's gonna be easy. Memphis up by 1 right now with minute and 20 to go.
You kind of were hoping Memphis would beat Thunder.
Sorry,
OKC.
OKC up by 1. Sorry, take that back by 1. But no, I mean I thought they'll take one game, man. I thought today was a game they were gonna take, but I think if Ja would have played, bro, they would have won this game. They're up big, man.
They're slowly crawling back. I mean, I feel like OKC was like, okay, that's enough now. Like let's
they're
clamp
missing
it down.
They haven't scored in 3 minutes, brother.
Yeah,
it's a drought.
Yeah, it's 110-108 right now. So yeah, I mean, see, they had a huge third quarter. So I think OKC wins this to get a nice long rest before
crazy.
Clippers and Nuggets are done.
Unless Nuggets come storming back, I feel that'd be great if they come. They're down by 20. There's still like more than enough time to come back, man. To come back and win this.
Yeah, now it's 111-108. Thunder are up.
Yep.
So, anything else you want to do to go over?
I do.
Anything?
I have a trivia for you.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right. Yeah, I have it here already. Okay, so you probably heard this. You probably will know the answer. It's not really a trivia. So NBA had a vote. NBA players had a vote.
Oh, I hear about it. Most overrated players.
Overrated, and it's kind of accurate, Overrated players.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Giannis.
Okay, name me. Okay. All right, name me the top 5 overrated players.
Well, I know the top 3 was Giannis, Halliburton, and
Halliburton's number 1.
Halliburton number 1, right? Then the Giannis was somewhere in there.
No, he's number like the 10th. Wow.
Oh, okay. What else was it?
Give me 4. Give me 4 more.
Jason Tatum?
No, he's not on. He's not even in this.
It's weird. I would have imagined him. SGA?
No.
No. Overrated,
man. How's SGA overrated?
I mean,
what's
he's
wrong
a free
with
throw
you?
merchant. He's a free throw merchant, dude.
Come on,
he
man.
Fakes calls. Kawhi. I'm thinking like just I mean, it can't be LeBron or Luka, right? LeBron,
come on, overrated. Like think about players who are very overrated. You're thinking about
I mean, neither is Halliburton. I don't think Halliburton's overrated.
Oh fuck yeah, he is, dude.
No, he's not. He's perfectly rated, dude. The dude can easily average a double-double.
Dude. They make him seem like a superstar, but he's not, dude. He's nothing good. All right, dude.
He had 36 and 10, dude.
Rudy Gobert.
Okay, yeah.
Trae Young.
Okay, I believe that.
Jimmy Butler.
No, not at all. Nope.
And
you just saw it, game 2. You just saw how important Jimmy Butler was.
I mean, obviously the team can use him. I mean, don't get me wrong. The 5th one, I'm surprised this guy's not number 1. I'm surprised he's not over Halliburton and Rudy Gobert and Trae Young and Jimmy Butler. This guy should be number 1. Bradley Beal.
Oh yeah.
With that contract, $60 million or whatever he's getting paid, that's super overrated right there, man.
Yeah, if you compare contract or like what his value is versus where he actually plays at, him and probably Paul George, I would say.
Yeah.
Value to contract, not worth it.
Exactly.
But no, Halliburton, dude, no, he's not. He should be nowhere near that. No.
Come on, man.
The kid's good, dude. Halliburton's really good.
Come on.
Who would you say out of that list? Who's your most overrated overall?
Halliburton. I don't like the way he plays. To be honest, Halliburton.
Halliburton? No way, dude. No way. Nuh-uh.
You know who's another guy I think who's really overrated, and they give him a superstar treatment? You're gonna disagree with me. Who I think is really overrated is Jalen Brunson from New York.
From who?
Brunson.
Jalen. Oh, yeah. Jalen Brunson. He carries a Knicks though, man.
Dude, he's very. They make him seem like he's like an AI, Allen Iverson, or he's like.
No, yeah.
They give him so much. Like they feel like he's like a Stephon Marbury from New York right now. Like I mean, he's good. I mean, okay, he's good, but he's not an all-star. But they treat him like a superstar.
I mean, didn't he just place isn't he the second
Clutch. He got the clutch award.
Yeah, most clutch player in the league. But he also just set some kind of Knicks record too, like most I think points.
Somebody got to score, man. I'm sorry, somebody got to score.
No, I know, but third place team in the East and being able to score.
Wait,
if
you're
he
in
was
the
a
East.
scrub, like
You're in the East.
I know, but
and
still,
I'll tell you right now, if Philly was healthy, they would not get there.
Philly, even healthy, wasn't gonna do anything. Trust me. I called Philly from the way beginning. They were even with Embiid playing full season. They weren't gonna do anything.
Will whoop your ass if you say that, dude.
Yeah. I think for me the most overrated player probably Bradley Beal and Paul George.
Even
two of them.
Paul George, Karl Anthony Towns is freaking overrated.
Nah. He's he's not a superstar. Like people, I guess, in the past they compared him to like Anthony Davis, but recently, like now, he's more like he's a good, big. He's not a superstar. He's a star. In the past, they were like, oh yeah, he's like the next Anthony Davis. He whoops his ass every time. I was like, yeah, overrated. But now he's probably rated.
Even Paul Banchero, man. I don't think he's.
You think so?
He's overrated too, man.
Paolo, really?
Yeah, he's just a big body, man. He takes advantage. That's it. He can't do anything, man. He just takes it in. He's not a consistent shooter. He doesn't do anything. Guarantee you, dude. In a few years, Orlando's gonna give up on his ass. Watch. He's nothing good.
I mean, Orlando does give up on their stars pretty early, like Tristan McGrady,
Aaron Gordon,
Dwight Howard, Shaq, Penny Hardaway. I guess Penny got injured. But yeah, they kind of give up on their bigs early. But they just said if Giannis can go to Orlando, that would be a good team. Because then he matches perfectly with how the team's structured.
Good. I heard that Houston could go after Giannis.
Well, when is he a free agent, Giannis?
2 years.
2 years. Because then they're gonna try to go for KD this offseason.
Oh, right? Milwaukee?
Yeah, no.
Houston?
KD going, yeah.
Dude, I don't think KD goes to Houston. I think he goes again. I think he goes to Dallas. He's gonna go to a team that's ready to win a championship now, and he doesn't want to go to a team that he's gonna be the superstar.
Right, and that's why I agree with you. I think Dallas is the best spot for him. The only question is, can both the Kyrie and AD stay healthy?
Exactly.
Because otherwise, it might just turn into another, Brooklyn issue where like it was only him playing, and then Kyrie was either missing or taking a retreat somewhere, and then James Harden was injured half the time. Like, as long as it's not that.
I agree with you.
It's a good one.
Yeah, Memphis actually lost this game, dude.
What's up?
Memphis actually lost. Dang, dude.
3-0.
Wow.
That's gotta sting, man. That's gonna sting.
Wow.
Desmond Bain was off tonight. I was watching earlier. He's
been off for past 2 games, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but against us, he like shows up.
Who doesn't show up against us?
I know. Like he was making every 3-pointer against us, and today he's like 2 of 10. The heck, man.
I like the heading for Sports Center. Thunderous comeback. Man.
Oh man.
What else you want to talk about, man? Tell me.
I think that's it, man. Honestly, I mean, Dodgers wise,
Dodgers have not looked right. Blake Snell just went into injured list right now, so he's not right. Oh, let me tell you. So did you know back in 2004 when we lost to Detroit Pistons, the year that Shaq won it out, we went to Miami actually in 2004? Did you know that Lakers? It's crazy, dude. It's just super crazy. So 19 years ago, Lakers actually called up Mavs, and they asked for a 26-year-old superstar named Dirk Nowitzki. 19 years ago, a report came out that they actually talked and they asked for Dirk, and we'll give you Shaq. Because Shaq was still good, dominant for a couple more years, like 2 more years. Because he won championship with Miami, right? And so he was still dominant for 2 more years. And Mark Cuban right away said that's a non-starter. We're not doing that. So
see, that's the genius of Jerry West knowing something, and that's the genius of Mark Cuban saying that I know what I got. it's like Luka. Like, you know, he knew what he has in Luka, and he knew what he had in Dirk. Imagine Dirk and Kobe though, dude. That would have been crazy.
26-year-old Dirk at that time in 2004, I think Kobe was like 28, I think, or 20. It was entering 27 or 28 in his prime too. Dang, dude. Sheesh. Imagine imagine because Dallas would have been a good team too, still, because Dallas was loaded too with Jason Terry,
Steve
Michael
Nash,
Finley, whoever they
Steve
had.
Nash already had J Kidd at the time.
No, they had J Kidd at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had J Kidd actually. I think no, Steve Nash maybe. I don't know who the hell. What are they at?
I think it was Steve Nash.
Yeah, it was Steve Nash actually. Steve Nash and like Shaq. Holy shit, man! That team would have been good too, man. So imagine having Nowitzki in the Laker, dude. Woo! But Powell would never happen.
Saying no to Shaq though. Can you imagine the balls of Mark Cuban being like,
because Shaq was so good.
Give me the most? Yeah, he was the most dominant player still. He was still in his prime.
He was 33 or 34. He was so good.
Yeah. Like, and he's just like, nah, I'm good. I have a future right here.
19 years ago, bro.
I mean, and then arguably, I know you think LeBron's 3-1 comeback against Warriors.
21 years ago. 21 years ago.
Yeah, 21. You think LeBron's, comeback against the Warriors is the greatest thing ever? I think Dirk winning his one championship is probably the best playoff run of all time.
I can't argue with you about that. Dirk went
Kobe,
through.
He beat Tim Duncan, right, on his way there.
No.
And then he beat.
He didn't play San Antonio. He played first round. He played Brandon Roy and the Portland Blazers.
Okay, yeah.
Second round they played the Lakers. Third round he beat Durant, Harden, and Westbrook.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then he went to LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh and beat them. Damn, dude. That should count for 3 rings.
Imagine
that should be 3 rings.
Imagine you beat. He went through 6 Hall of Famers.
One of them.
6 Hall of Famers.
It's crazy.
7 Hall of Famers. I'm sorry, 7. Because Miami had 3, Thunder had 3, and Lakers had 1.
No, Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol wasn't there, bro. Was he there?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
We were just coming. We were just coming off of the championship.
Yeah, you're right.
He beat the defending champ.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he went through 8 Hall of Famers.
Damn, dude. Freaking.
But honestly,
I give so much my respect for Dirk. I mean, I watched that, right? Obviously, we saw that, and you saw how LeBron was making fun of Dirk and all that kind of stuff.
Dwayne Wade and them,
yeah. And him winning it, I was just like, dude. Dirk,
but you know what? That humbled LeBron a lot.
Yeah, calmed him down, made him more mature.
Yeah, like he grew up then. It's like, okay, fine. Yeah. He had to put work into respect the game, But honestly, man, a 72-win team in the NBA Finals, down 3-1. I mean,
I give you that for sure.
How do you
but
collapse?
That's one Steph great Curry, series.
The whole, but Steph Curry team, man, like, oh my gosh, dominated, dude.
Yeah, I mean that the Mavericks, and then I think a close second as far as a whole playoff run would be the Lakers when we lost that one game against the freaking 76ers, or we would have swept the entire playoffs. That would have been freaking amazing. But we lost to one game.
Yeah, we went 16-1.
Yeah,
we lost to AI in the overtime. I think that was the one.
Just that one game.
That first game we lost overtime.
Yeah, game 1, and then after that was just dominated.
Dude, I mean, it's insane, man. To be honest with you, like I was like, dang, dude. I mean, wow.
That's awesome, dude. All right, well, let's end it there, man.
Let's do it, man. It was good.
Let's see what happens in round 2. Let's see where Shedeur goes, if he goes at all.
Yeah, man. Monday. We have a short turnaround, man. No rest for us, bro.
No rest for the word, man. We got this.
Let's do this, brother.
We'll see you guys later. Round balls out.